What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe and share if you haven't already, in good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. Oh, and I'm just another YouTube personality, so take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own research, okay? All right, so listen, today we're going to get into why I don't torture test or drop test firearms and other products that I review. So there are a few different reasons, okay? Some of you guys were in the comments, and I think it was on a previous video of the Holosun Ames optic that I did. Some of you said that, you want to see the torture test, or, you're wondering about the drop test. So let's get into the first reason. Number one, this is not the channel for drop testing and torture testing firearms and optics. I don't do that. I stay in my lane, right? I do reviews on firearms. I do comparisons. I do reviews on different accessories and parts. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before, for those who've been watching me, shout out to everyone who has been watching me in the past. Shout out to those who are new. I appreciate you. But yeah, I stay in my lane on this channel. I stay in my lane. I don't be going here. I don't be going there. I don't be doing all this and all that. I stay in my lane because that's what I'm comfortable with. And most recently, probably within the last year or so, I just started branching out on reviewing, rifles, and usually because I'm reviewing the optic that is on. So then I'll talk about the rifle. I compared whether it's easier to have a rifle or carbine for home defense as opposed to a handgun. So that video did pretty well. But outside of that, listen, I'm doing opinion pieces and I'm doing reviews. That's it, and that's all. So I stay in my lane. Number two, there are plenty of channels who torture test and drop test their products and do a really good job. In the past, I've named a few different channels who do that, but you could go on YouTube and you could check them out. They do a really good job of giving you all the information, showing you lifetime. Well, not lifetime, I'll say, without editing the video. So they show it to you as is. They drop test firearms. They torture test optics. They do all that good stuff, and they do a really good job of it. Now, you might be saying, well, Liv, why don't you just drop test the optic instead of the firearm, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm too scared to trust myself to do any of that. So you might say, well, why don't you just do the optic? Well, in order to drop test the optic, you should drop test it on the firearm that you're using. And that brings me to point number three. I am absolutely not drop testing any type of firearm. I'm not throwing none of my firearms on the ground. I'm not sliding and scraping and doing all that. Absolutely not. Listen, I get one. Okay, either I paid for it or it was given to me. I get one. I don't get multiple ones. And even though some of those channels use the one that they have for the testing, who knows if they get another one? Who knows if they can afford another one? I know what I can afford and what I cannot afford. And I can't afford to break the gear that I have to show it to you guys. I love y'all. I do. But that's not what I do over here. So mainly, listen, I stay in my lane. There are other channels out there that do this. And I'm not scratching up my stuff to show no kind of torture test or drop test. So that's that on that. But thank you guys for commenting below. You tell me how you feel. And that's it, and that's all. So thank you guys. I hope you're doing well. Treat one another with kindness. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Peace.